This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your aircraft. Boarding requested.
Do you want to board crew?
Passengers boarding starting.
that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can use their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please use the exit gate responsibilities in the car to move back to front. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant that way. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once you depart. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Hey, how's boarding going back there?
You're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We're ready up here if we can finish the boarding process a bit sooner.
We'll see what we can do. No problem.
Locking gear.
We're ready to go when you are. Good afternoon, ladies and
Release
gentlemen,
parking
and
brakes,
welcome
please.
aboard flight 06. Our flight time will be roughly 13 hours and 52 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, שלום. אנו שמחים לארח אתכם בטיסה זו של אפ במטוס בואינג 777-200. הקברניט, מנהל השירות בטיסה וצוות המטוס אחראים לבטיחותכם ועומדים לשירותכם. אנא ודאו שהציוד האישי שלכם מאוחסן בתאי האחסון שמעל לראשיכם או מתחת למושב שלפניכם. בעת ההמראה והנחיתה, הנכם מתבקשים לשבת במקומכם כשגב המושב מיושר, השולחן מקופל וחגורת הבטיחות מהודקת. כדי לחגור את חגורת הבטיחות, הכניסו את לשונית המתכת לאבזם. להידוק, משכו בקצה החופשי. לשחרור, הרימו את חלקו העליון של האבזם. יש להישאר חגורים כל זמן ששלט הידוק החגורות מואר. למען בטיחותכם, אנו ממליצים לכם להישאר חגורים במהלך כל הטיסה. אמצעי שידור אלחוטיים אסורים לשימוש במשך הטיסה. מכשירים אלקטרונים וטלפונים ניידים יחוברו לשלב ההמראה והנחיתה. אם למכשירכם אפשרות למצב טיסה, העבירו למצב זה לפני ההמראה וחברו אותו. תוכלו להשתמש בו שוב במצב טיסה לאחר ההמראה. העישון בכל חלקי המטוס אסור בהחלט, ועל פי החוק חל איסור על חבלה או הפרעה לפעולתם התקינה של גלאי העשן המותקנים בתאי השירותים. כל הנוסעים מחויבים על פי החוק להישמע לשלטים המודבקים והמוארים לאורך המטוס ולהוראות הצוות. מעליכם מסכות חמצן שהשתחררו באופן אוטומטי במקרה של שינוי בלחץ האוויר. במקרה כזה, יש למשוך במסכה כלפי מטה ולהצמידה לפנים, כשהיא מכסה את האף ואת הפה וסרט הגומי סביב הראש. התאימו את המסכה למידותיכם ונשמו באופן חופשי. החמצן ממשיך לזרום גם כאשר השקית אינה מתנפחת. אם נוסע איתכם ילד או אדם הזקוק לעזרה, חימשו תחילה את המסכה שלכם ורק אחר כך עזרו לאחר. חגורת הצלה אישית מתנפחת נמצאת מתחת למושבכם. בעת הצורך הוציאו את החגורה וקראו את האריזה. לבשו את החגורה מעל הראש, השחילו ידיים מבעד לרצועות והתאימו את החגורה למידותיכם. אם רצועות החגורה מנותקות, חברו אותן לטבעת המתכת שבקדמת החגורה. רק בצאתכם מהמטוס, נפחו את החגורה במשיכה בלשוניות האדומות. אם החגורה אינה מתנפחת, נשפו בצינוריות הניפוח. החגורה מאובזרת בפנס ובמשרוקית. במטוס זה 8 יציאות, 2 דלתות בקדמת המטוס, 2 דלתות בחלקו האחורי ו4 חלונות במרכז המטוס מעל הכנפיים. היציאות מסומנות באופן בולט. עטרו כעת את היציאה הסמוכה למקום מושבכם. יכול להיות שהיא מאחוריכם. במקרה של נפילת חשמל, תאורת חירום תוביל אתכם אל הפתחים המסומנים, שנפתחים בידית ומצוידים במגלשת מילוט מתנפחת. נוסעים היושבים במושבים הסמוכים לפתח יציאה מתבקשים להתעדכן בהנחיות המופיעות בדף הבטיחות שבכיס המושב. אם מסיבה כלשהי אינכם מסוגלים או מעוניינים לקבל את האחריות כרוכה בישיבה במיקום זה, אנא ידעו את אחד מאנשי הצוות לפני ההמראה, והוא יסייע לכם להחליף את מקום מושבכם. מידע נוסף נמצא בדף הנחיות הבטיחות שבכיס המושב, ומומלץ לעיין בו. תודה על תשומת הלב, וטיסה נעימה.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Approaching. 2-4 left. On runway 24 left.
Airspeed's alive. Knots.
V1.
Rotate.
Good evening, Commander Captain Mo. Good evening, Commander Captain Mo. I don't know what's happening with the chat. I'm really sorry. I can't see anything. It started with Facebook comments, now I can't see anything. But I fixed it now, hopefully, so I think I'll be able to see YouTube. Yeah, it looks good, and I think something to do with Los Angeles, actually. And the time of the day. Wow. Hello, salam, Commander Captain Mo. Man, can you imagine flying in this? You can't see, you don't know what's upside down if you're not looking at the instruments, right? It's weird. Weird feeling. Like if you look like this, you almost don't know what's happening, right? Oh, look at this cloud. It looks really nice. Picture. No, I'm talking about the graphics. It looks a little bit bitter. It has something to do maybe with Los Angeles. It's bitter made maybe somehow. And did I turn off? Yeah. And the time of the day, so the lighting is coming in a bitter way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 2000.
I totally agree with you. It looks bitter today for some reason. I don't know why.
This is also a reminder to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the left bridge.
Yeah. That's why you have the instruments, right? These are your friends, especially this one. Okay, that... Something happened with Microsoft today. I totally agree with Commander Captain Mo here. Something has happened. It looks bitter, I swear. $10,000 feet? Okay. Do your thing, Commander Captain Mo. Lights off. There we go. I think when I get away from Los Angeles, I will go to VATSIM. Yeah, I think I can connect now. The reason why I didn't connect to VATSIM, there is something weird. There we go. Very interesting, you know, in the wing. Like the movement of the wing, the reflex, all of this stuff. That's a little bit too much, isn't it? Holy shit. I don't think this is realistic. No way. No. I know that the Dreamliner, the 787, has this kind of, because it has something thinner, longer wings or something, and they're curved in a special way. So yes, you get this kind of weird movement, looks like a bird really. But on the 777 I really doubt, but do not arrest me for saying so. I'm not a real pilot. I've never been, I don't think I've never been on a 777 in real life. But it just looks very odd. Look at them, really. Looks like almost a bird. Forgot to this bad boy. I think we're going to 330. This is the same flight I fucked up last week by mistake. I don't know if it's only me or I'm becoming crazy, but I could sit for a very long time, for hours, just observing an aircraft's movement. I'm not joking. Seriously. Oh, yeah, I've been on the 777. Nice. Do you remember the wings? Actually, I'm going to investigate more. Problem is, I do fly a lot, but like domestic flights, I don't fly abroad anymore. So 90% of the time is a 737 or the Airbus A320. So if I want to fly on a 777 or a Dreamliner, then I will have to fly abroad. I really don't have the time or the energy or the patience for airports and stuff. I think last time I've been abroad was 2018, actually. Shit, that's a long time. 2018, actually, in Paris. That was my last time I've been abroad. And it was a 737. It was a 737. The horrible sound of the engine. Should try the Dreamliner. Never been on one of those either, but I heard that it's quite aircraft. Really? Egypt Air to Sudan. That sounds like the 737 as well. Per hour. Or one of the Airbuses. Some platforms really don't like me. Not me personally. You know what, I'll just disconnect from VATSIM. I'm not in the mood really talking to any ATC, so I'm going to bed soon anyway. There we go. Yeah, why not? It's about 4 hours from Cairo to Dubai. So you can definitely do it. Oh, look at this storm over here. So we're going 330, 50, 70, 90, 41. Okay. Auto step climb, yes. Let's see how this will go. And one more thing we need to be sure of, that we have everything. We're flying over Greenland, by the way. I felt actually that the trip last week, it was a little bit weird. That we're going into almost a straight line. So this one is more realistic. We're flying north right now into Canada, right? So we're going into the curvature of the planet, right? So we're going north, we're going then northeast over Canada, then Greenland, then we'll descend, not descend, go on, southeast. Actually, we're flying over Norway. And in real life, I've seen real flights on flight Radar 24 And I'm sitting observing flights in the Norwegian airspace, and I see that they're coming actually from America down to the Middle East somewhere. So this is very realistic route. Should be a real one, actually. Let's see. Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, like, you would think that you would go straight ahead, right, from Los Angeles, right, to Tel Aviv. But that's actually much longer. If you think about it, right? It's much longer if you go straight away. That's why the aircraft would climb all the way to Greenland and then down again down here into Israel. Oh, are they having a eclipse in 2027? I mean, just only in Egypt. I really hope this aircraft would stop at 33,000. Let's see what will happen. I put it 41, right? Let's see. It should stop at 330. Oh God, I don't think it will stop. That's weird. I'm gonna stop it myself. Something is very strange. Where are this? Why everything became 41,000 suddenly? I think I destroyed something. Fuck, I broke the 777. I need to do some research about this step climb in the PMDG. I did it once. Only once a step climb worked for me. Exactly, Mo. That's what we were discussing last week, if you remember. When I was just laughing and saying, where are the flat earthers? They can just explain to us why the aircraft is flying this way and why. Yeah, right. And when you are flying, when they're flying from Los Angeles to Tokyo, they fly this other direction. So you can fly both.
If you wish to make an additional purchase, please note that we only accept credit cards.
I would think most of these people are very poor. They can't fly, right? Because to think about it, even me, if I have, but I don't believe in flat Earth, of course. But I'm saying, if a person, any person, would fly from anywhere to anywhere, right? Then you would see that you can go around and around and around and around the damn planet, right? Yeah, it's bugging me, this matter, Mo, really. These people, I just don't understand how can they get it into their minds that this planet is flat, like you see it in the map. And yet we have Radar 24, you can fly yourself, like you can fly to Middle East first, right? Right, you can fly, like this one, you can fly east to Israel, to Egypt, anywhere in the Middle East, India, right? And then you would take another flight to, let's say, many flights from the Middle East to Japan to Tokyo, right? And then let's say you want to go back to Los Angeles. What are you gonna do? Yes, you're gonna take a flight from Tokyo to Los Angeles, you're gonna continue around the damn planet over and over again. You're not gonna take a flight right from Tokyo all the way this direction. So, I don't know how their brains are working, those people. But, and honestly, I'm laughing at it. I just can't take it seriously. I can't. Like, if you hear some kind of this kind of theory about other things, you might listen to the people talking about it. Like, let's say about UFO, Area 51, all of this kind of thing. Yeah, I can actually watch some videos just to listen to their arguments. Of course, I don't believe in this shit and the conspiracy. I don't believe in it at all. But I would listen to what they're saying. But about this flat Earth shit, I can't. I simply can't. Really. This is flat due to the ice wall. Yeah, but actually it's not a wall. Yeah, you know, probably. I'm pretty sure you know that there is no walls as they expect or imagine. And again, it doesn't matter. Forget about the Antarctica, and forget about the North Pole. Let's just think about East and West. What's happening there? What's happening with the aircraft? I mean, yes, 100 years ago, not even 100, more than that, I would understand those people who thought this Earth is flat back at this time, long time ago. But today, with the technology we have, and you even can step your feet into an aircraft and fly around the world, like around, literally, you can fly around it. Because that's the strongest proof, actually, to destroy their stupid theory. East, west, west to east. That's the best. Let's do a live test right now. Okay. This is Radar 24, by the way. So these are real aircraft. All of them are real. Right now. Real time. Right? So if we zoom out, let's find... of course, it's very difficult to find a flight which flying from Los Angeles to Tel Aviv, but we would find something similar. Of course, we can see that they're flying there. Look at this guy. Where's he coming from? So he's coming from JFK, going to Tashkent. Where is Tashkent? Sound like Russia, some Belarus, somewhere here. So this guy is actually, yes, he's flying down there. He's flying east, okay? Right. So everyone is flying like east, west, west, east, crossing the Atlantic. Very nice, very beautiful. Okay. What happened if we go to the other planet? Look at these guys. There. They go the other direction to Japan and China. The eastern part of China. Look at this guy. What is this guy doing? Yeah, he's going to South Korea from Anchorage, right? And these, of course, these are real aircraft. He's gone to Japan as well, from Anchorage to Osaka. I mean, this is perfect, you see? East and west, both directions. Look at this guy down here. He's flying from New Zealand and he's going to somewhere called... I love the livery of New Zealand, by the way. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not. These are real aircraft. It's crazy, man, over America. Look at this. My God. My goodness. No, seriously, the ATC job? Respect. Let's find some weird flights. This is our friend. What is this guy going? Finland? Yeah, he's going from oh, that's perfect example, because Japan is very special area, right? So this guy, as a matter of fact, we have flights coming from Europe to Japan, and they head east. Many flights, right? Like real flights. They're coming from Europe and they go to Japan, heading east over there. And look at this Finnair. It's going from Japan and it's going over the Pacific, the opposite direction. Oh, there are many. Yes, friends. Tokyo, Japan to Frankfurt. Why is it going this direction? That's weird. München, Germany. This is all Nippon. All Nippon, all of them actually. Finland Air, Finnair. From Haneda, they're going to Helsinki. Our friend coming from Osaka to Helsinki as well. I'm just trying to find, you know, the highest. Let's see if we find something in Antarctica. Look, we found one in Antarctica actually. Wow, look at that guy. What is he doing down there? It has a serial number 787. Cool. So he's climbing. No, it's not. I think he's keeping this altitude about 10,000 feet. Because he was plus 64 FPMs and minus 64, so I think he's just keeping the 10,000. Where is he coming from? So he is coming from one of the bases in Antarctica. Here. Wow, look at that. And he's going to... not available. God knows, I think probably he's going somewhere around here. Because this aircraft, I don't think this aircraft will even reach South America. Oh, look at this one. This guy's also coming from the same place in Antarctica. It's a Russian aircraft, actually. Yeah, there's science stuff. Look at this Russian one. But why it doesn't show the route? But we know that it's coming from this Union Glacier, exactly like this guy. Do you have anything? I love this Radar 24. I love this website, guys. It's really recommended, of course, probably, you know, if you're into aviation stuff. Okay. So I think now these two are the most interesting flights I've seen so far. Do you have anything down here? What's this? Is it S380? Yes, I knew it. Because of the four engines down here, so I thought, okay. So our friend here is heading east from South Africa, has gone to Australia. This is Qantas. Do you have anything weird up there? Very interesting. So that was a real thing. So if we take a look at the VATSIM. So this is our network. This is, of course, these are not real world flight, but they are real people flying right now. So my flight will be there. Here's my flight. So I'll go all the way over Canada and then Greenland, and then I'll come to Norway. Nice. North of Denmark, Poland. I think I would be awake like around here. I think I would be awake in the morning. It is 13.5 hours. So no, I think I'll be awake around here somewhere. It will be very interesting because this flight will be so boring once we get around here. Like you leave this area, then nothing is happening all the way. Maybe a little bit when you get close to Norway, if the Norwegian ATC will be online, then it will be a little bit interesting. Denmark, and then you continue, then it will be fun. So if I'm awake before we hit a controlled area, I will reconnect to VATSIM, definitely. Hello, Commander Alex. 07, my friend. How are you doing? Of course, I don't want anyone to worry about this message. Insufficient fuel. This is a completely normal message on my flights. Just trust me. Don't worry about it. That's good to hear, Alex. Good to hear. Very good, my friend. Okay, you ask, you shall receive.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We hope you're enjoying your flight. We're making good progress here, and we're doing our best to get you in on time.
Oh my god, your PC is still broken, Alex. I think it was only the power supply, wasn't it? No way, it's a GPU. Well, hopefully you can figure it out before the 4.4 drop, Alex. And hopefully 4.4 will not be a disappointment, because that one here was a disappointment. Actually, I was going to ask him, Mo, how did he discover that it's the GPU and the power supply at the same time? Interesting. Yeah, I can't connect the Discord now, unfortunately, Alex, because it's late. So I'll not be able to switch around because I have everything in my headphones, you know, so I can't connect it to Discord. Sorry about that. It's the law here saying 23 or 11 o'clock PM, so it should be silent, like quiet. That's why I had to turn everything off. If you notice on most of my streams at 11 o'clock, I take a couple of minutes to readjust everything and reconnect everything because I can't use my speakers. Thank you, sir. Good night to you too, Alex.
I'll try to fix it, see if it will work. Okay, something weird. I can't click anything in the cockpit, and I don't know why. Oh my god, can you believe this shit? I just typed 330 and then suddenly nothing is working no more. Fucking Microsoft 24. Cache filter, I don't know what this is. No, it's bugged. I can't interact with nothing, with anything. Like seriously, nothing. I can't click anything. Hold on, let me try something. If I go to the settings, then come back. No, still. It's fucked. This one is working. So some of the buttons are working, like this one. This one is not working. It's a fucking nightmare of a simulator. I am moving the camera by right clicking. No. Okay, this button is working. What about this one? It's working. Can I turn this on? No, I can't. Okay, that's interesting. This doesn't work. No. Not these. Can you believe it? Second time I'm trying this fucking goddamn flight. Yes, of course it is software problem. Definitely. Some of the buttons are working, some not. Okay, I'm happy I discovered this shit now, because I would have been really pissed if I spend if I wake up in the morning and then this shit happens. So I'm happy I figured out now. And that was oh my god, I can't believe it. That would explain why I'm a little bit nasty with these big YouTubers talking very positively about Microsoft 24. Sorry. Been trying. Here, I'm happy I'm doing all of this shit live, so everyone can see it. I'm not cheating. I'm not making it up right in front of you. My PC is one of the best. It's tip top, really, as everyone can see in the description. Right? Brand new. Got it last year. Don't even know. Yeah, it is 1 year. Everything is new. Very good internet connection. Very good computer I have. So I've got the best of the fucking best. So, I don't know. I've been warning everyone. The only reason I'm using 24 before anyone say anything, it's because 2020 has a problem with the memory leak. Again, after this last update. So, that's why I have to use this garbage. So, I'm still warning everyone, and I will keep warning everyone against Microsoft 24, the biggest scam I have seen in my entire life. And it's so big that they managed to get YouTubers into it. By the way, next time I will mention names. Like, seriously. I will start mentioning names of YouTubers, big YouTubers. I don't know how it is about the copyright, but I can take actually part of their videos they're showing, which is fucking half-assed and faked. They're just taking like I've seen someone the other day was saying, long haul, like so many hours. And we're talking 25 minutes, by the way. So he's showing like the takeoff, then he's showing a couple of minutes when he's doing something, then the landing, you know what I mean? Seriously, and this is what they call a long haul. No assholes is not long haul. Long haul, put it live like I do for fucking 13 hours, and let's see how the sim will perform and your half-assed computer will perform, if you put it this way. So, sorry Mo, I'm sorry guys, I'm just pissed. I just hate this kind of shit. When I see people lying. It's not a good simulator, even though when we said there is improvement with the graphics and how it looks, even I did say, and Mo said, it looks better today for some reason. But it's bugging, really. And that's something new. Can't press anything. Fucking bunch of clowns, Microsoft and ASUS. Trying everything I could think of. Because the mouse is not stuck somewhere in this tablet, because I can turn other things like here. I can turn this one. So the mouse is active in the cockpit, right? I'm just going to investigate a little bit how it is. Well, Microsoft is not only Microsoft, it's ASUS, right? So I'm going to investigate a little bit more about the copyright, how it is, how does it work, because I'm not sure. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I will never be. And just need to understand the copyright stuff, because I'm going to reveal them in front of everyone very soon, with names, with their own fucking words, telling the people that Microsoft 24 comes alone. Gonna give them a break, to not be so negative to Microsoft. No assholes, they deserve it. It's a piece of garbage and it's a scam, and they are a part of it, every one of them. Of course, I understand they're not getting paid like directly, but I think they're getting some benefits from or of spreading this kind of shit to the people. So please, people, do not buy Microsoft 24. So that's the last thing I'm gonna say. Here is the motherfucking goddamn thing. Of course, there is no point to continue because there is no way I will be able to descend. Just as simple as that. I have absolutely no control on the aircraft right now. So it's going to be, it will continue at 33,000 feet until it runs out of fuel, basically. Which is sad, because it was a very nice session. I'm really trying. Did I miss something? Did I click on something weird? I didn't. This is the last thing I did. I just wrote 330 to change the cruise altitude. It didn't like it. I don't know, honestly, I don't know, Mo, and I really don't care. Because, again, I'm a customer, I'm a consumer, I'm a customer. I paid money to get a product which is supposed to be working and supposed to be better than the previous one. It's not happening. That's all what I'm concerned of. I really don't care about how difficult it is to code or to put something into something and write something in some files and all of this stuff, this developing and stuff. I don't really care, right? They came out and they said, here is a product, it costs so much. If you want it, you pay the money, right? And you get it. And I did, like other people, like millions of people. But of course you don't hear the voices of the normal customers because they're not very visible. So the only thing that everyone is hearing, the big names or big YouTubers in this genre, that's flight sim. Because if someone is interested in cooking and stuff, he will not be seeing these videos, right? So the people who are interested in this kind of stuff, this hobby, they'll be seeing these big names, of course, on YouTube. And the only thing they will see, half-assed video, 20 minutes, telling the people how great Microsoft 24 have become. Not really, Mo. I disagree. I haven't been scammed by anyone. Seriously, like with this software and computer work. Not at all. I always pay money and get the product I paid for. Sometimes it's a little bit lower quality than expected, but it gets the job done. If you know what I mean. That's why I'm calling Microsoft 24 is the biggest scam I've ever seen, me personally, in my entire life. Yeah, and one of the latest names, Mr. Fuckface, who was saying stop crying about it. No, you fucking asshole, we're not crying. I don't know how the fuck you get your money, but we work hard to get our money. so yes, we don't want to be scammed. That's an aspect of it. That's one thing. Even so, it's not so much money. The feeling to be scammed by well-known names, it's unforgivable. In my book, it's not. So, well, all right, Commander Captain Mo, do you think Microsoft got enough today? It's just sad. I was looking forward really landing tomorrow. As there is no tomorrow, I will have to turn it off. Really, I mean, there is no point of continuing it. Absolutely no point. My physical controls are actually working. No, my throttle quadrant is not working. Yeah. You see, now I'm using my yoke. So the aircraft is reacting to the yoke, but you can't see the movement physically in the cockpit, so the whole fucking cockpit is frozen. Let me do the last attempt, which I will Google the problem. But it looks like I'll just turn it off. I don't think there is it will be a way out of it. It is bugged. Someone might say it could be PMDG 777 is a problem, but I don't think so. I actually trust the PMDG. Ah, you want me to keep it running until tomorrow and find the poor thing in the desert somewhere? No. That's bad.
Customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
Have a nice dinner, Commander Mo. I will have to turn this piece of garbage off. There is no way. I've been Googling a little bit and everyone has an opinion. And honestly, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Just want to try something. I want to try what will happen now when I went back to the main menu.
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
Okay, now it's back to working. Look. Yeah, now it's working. I wonder if there is a way I can get back on track. I don't think so. It's really difficult because I don't think I can decide. I cannot decide where I want it to be, like in terms of waypoint or something. Can I decide where I want the aircraft to start at this waypoint? And no, this is just fucked up. I will never know how much fuel I used, all of this stuff. Well, I can, but I'm not in the mood to go into Sim Reef and figure out how much fuel I used until I came to this waypoint. Let me see, because of course I'm recording the flight. Nope. That's not going to work, and you will never know what the problem is. Welcome to Microsoft 24. Biggest scam of 2024 and 2025. Thank you, Commander Captain Mo, Alex, everyone for joining. Sorry about that. This is how it is with Microsoft nowadays. Not much we can do. See you on the next one. Good night.